name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be one of my Wednesday vlogs and I've got a bumper fabric and pattern haul to share with you today. So I took a break in December from sharing my Sunday sewing catch-ups where I normally share the different fabrics that I've been buying. I have bought quite a lot of fabric over the festive period with vouchers and sales and things that have been going on. I'm now on a self-imposed fabric ban because I've got a lot of fabric to get through and I've got lots of really exciting plans with these fabrics. So today's video is going to be sharing all of the fabrics that I've bought over the last couple of months. So there is a bumper stack of fabric. Some of the fabrics I've bought for myself and some of the fabrics I've bought for my family in mind with various projects that they would like me to get sewn up for them. And I'm really excited about sewing more for my family in 2024. So happy new year. I hope you all had a lovely festive break. I had a really amazing relaxing time at home with my family and it was just exactly what we all needed. So I'm going to share lots of fabric with you and I'm also going to be sharing 2 patterns that I've been buying as well, which I'm really excited about talking to you about. Before I dive into all of the fabrics, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. And I've been opting for comfort at home at the moment. So I've got on a Stylark Norman jumpsuit and it's made in this viscose linen that I think came in a dream wardrobe box that I bought a while ago and I didn't want to use it for the pattern that came in the box. So I held on to it and I've used it for the Stylark Norman jumpsuit. It's got this gorgeous sort of V neckline at the front and it's the same at the back. Got a little bit of elastic in the back to add a bit of shaping, deep pockets, really wide leg sort of trousers, which I absolutely love, slightly cropped. And I've got my jumpsuit on with a Tilly and the Buttons Billy jumper in this gorgeous jersey floral fabric that I got from Felicity Fabrics. I did buy this fabric, I do blog for them, but I bought this fabric, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love all those lovely bright colours. And then I've just got some crocheted earrings that I bought from a seller on Etsy. If I can remember who they are, I'll link them down below, which is in lilac. And I feel like that complements sort of the lilac flowers that I've got on this fabric. I've also got a pair of socks on that I've crocheted. I talk about this in my Sunday sewing catch up, but they were actually meant to be mittens, but I ended up making them far too big. So I turned them into socks instead. And I can confirm that they are super comfortable as slipper socks. So you'll see those when I stand up. So I will put pictures in of me wearing this jumpsuit. Yeah, it's got really lovely deep pockets, slightly fitted on the bodice. And then you've got that elastic in the back, which adds a bit of shaping. Really tiny, or well, they're not spaghetti shaped, but tiny straps here. And it's the same V shape on the back as it is on the front. I'll stand up so you can see the trousers are really wide legged. These are the slipper socks that I've got on because these are slightly cropped. They stop just above my ankle. I can't show you by lifting up my legs. It's not going to really reflect the length, but I will put in some pictures of me wearing this outfit so you can see what it looks like. Really comfortable to wear. Goes brilliantly with lots of my jumpers and tops, and because it's in just a plain navy, it's absolutely perfect for going with some of my sort of brighter jumpers and tops and things. So that is what I'm wearing. Now on to the fun part of the video, sharing all these beautiful fabrics with you. Some of them I've got firm plans for, and some of the fabrics I haven't got firm plans, but I've got rough ideas, and then some of the fabrics I haven't got a clue. I just absolutely loved them, or they were on sale, so I couldn't resist buying them when they were on sale. So I think we'll start with rainbow fabrics because they had a massive 50% sale on over their Christmas period. So I actually ended up buying quite a few fabrics from them. I think I got 5 fabrics in the end from them. Let's start with a really fun one, which is perfect for sort of party season. And we are coming out of party season now, but this year I have got a special birthday in June. I'm going to be turning 40, so I have got plans for tons of amazing, or I think amazing outfits. And I love a birthday. I will probably be eking out my birthday celebrations for at least a month. So I want to have lots of really fun, colourful outfits. And I thought this fabric would be perfect for like a really fun skirt. So it's just described as a mint green sequin fabric. Look how amazing that sequin is. It just shines and glitters perfectly. So I'm going to just turn this into a really simple skirt. I've actually got some satin, I think it was just a poly satin actually, it's probably from Rainbow Fabrics if I remember correctly, in this green, which I think complements the mint green sequin fabric perfectly. So I'm just going to use that for like an underskirt and then have the sequin fabric over the top and just do a really simple, like outrageously sparkly party skirt that I can wear with like a polo neck or just a simple strappy top, and just let this amazing sequin fabric do all the talking. So I got 2 meters of this, which I think is perfect for a really simple but amazingly sparkly party skirt. Very excited about turning that into a skirt. The next fabric I got was for an experiment, and it was quite cheap, this fabric. It was very heavily discounted. All of these fabrics were on 50% off. So I got 5 meters of this fabric because one of my plans for this year is to have a go at making a skirt that I've seen on Pinterest. And the skirt on Pinterest, I'll put an image in now so you can see, is like an organza skirt that's layered. And then it looks like it's got fabric paint all over it in this gorgeous kind of pastel-y effect. And I really want to have a go at recreating that. So I've got some organza fabric. I've got that already in my stash, ready to go. I think I've got about 5 meters of that fabric. So I'm very excited about trying it, but I didn't want to go straight onto painting onto the organza fabric. I wanted to try on a cheaper fabric, almost like a toile, and I'm also not sure what shape of the skirt I want to go for or what pattern I want to use. I'll probably just end up drafting it myself. So I wanted to buy some fabric that I didn't mind using if it didn't turn out how I was expecting. I wouldn't be too sad about that. So they had this lace fabric. It's an ivory lace fabric. It's not quite an organza, but I thought it would give me an idea of sort of the layering, and it would also give me an idea of what the paint would look like once I've painted onto there. So I've bought this fabric more as a toile for the skirt that I've got in mind. But if it works out, then I could end up with 2 beautiful skirts. So it's just, like I said, and it's ivory. It's a peach ivory lace. I bought 5 meters. It was something like £3 a metre or something. I think it was £3 a metre actually, which is why I bought so much of it, because I thought I could use it as toiles and part of this experiment for the skirt, but then I could also use it for other things if I wanted to, like practicing bras and underwear. So yeah, it's a really simple peach ivory fabric with the main idea to use it as a toile for a skirt. The next fabric I couldn't resist, because again I've seen an image over on Pinterest, and I'm going to be sharing a couple of videos about my Make 9 approach this year. I'm going to be using fabrics from my stash because I've always found that really motivating, but I'm also going to have another Make 9 running alongside where it's just ideas of things that I feel inspired by, and I'm going to try and attempt to sew up across the year. So there's no pressure on myself for that other Make 9, but it's just ideas that have caught my attention that I'm really excited about sewing. So this fabric I bought in mind with an image that I'd seen on Pinterest of like an overlay tiered dress. It's got a similar bodice actually to this jumpsuit where it's a slight V, and then it's got some tiers, and the idea is that you wear it as an overlay, and I think it's just absolutely beautiful. I've seen it in a, it's not an organza, maybe it's like a net type fabric like this. Or a tulle type fabric, but it's got hearts all over it, and I saw this fabric and I just thought it was really beautiful, so I'm going to use this to sew up like an overlay dress, and then I thought I could wear it over the top of like a black t-shirt and a black pair of leggings or some tights or something, or a skirt. I'm not quite sure how I would style it, but I just really loved the look of that picture on Pinterest. And then this fabric again was really heavily discounted. I'm not sure how much this one was, but I bought 3 meters because I know that's enough for me to do the gathered tiers. And this is described as a black embroidered net, and it's got all these beautiful flowers all over it. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous, really pretty with those beautiful embroidered flowers, and then that black sort of background net fabric. So I'm really excited about using that to make like an overlay dress. I'll put an image in of the picture that I felt inspired by so you can see what I'm talking about. Then the next fabric is this gorgeous snuggly, it's called a blush pink brushed fleece. That's actually really hard to say. Blush pink brushed fleece. And Ruby picked this because they want me to sew up some really snuggly loungewear. So I've got a pattern by Paper Theory that I'm going to talk about, the LB, I think it's called the LB pullover pattern that I've just bought recently. I'm going to use that for the jumper because they want quite an oversized kind of boxy fit on top. And then I've got the Hudson pants pattern for the trousers on the bottom that I think I'm going to use. This is so soft. I wish you could feel how soft it is. It's really drapey, but it's also really snuggly and warm. And I think it's just going to make the perfect sort of loungewear for when they're chilling at home. Absolutely gorgeous, really lovely and snuggly and soft. It has got really good stretch, but also really good recovery. And I think I would love to be draped in this. So there's firm plans to turn this into something for Rubes. And I've got an idea roughly of the patterns that I'm going to be using for that fabric. And I got 3 meters of this, so there's plenty to sort of play around with. If I've got any left, Lola might request a snuggly jumper in this fabric as well. And then the final fabric I bought from Rainbow Fabrics is this light blue oranges sweatshirt fabric. And I got 3 meters of this. It's quite a lightweight sweatshirting fabric. And it has got stretch and it's got really good recovery. I'm just going to see if I can open it up so you can see what it feels like. Again, this was really heavily discounted. So I got 3 meters. I think I might be holding it upside down. But yeah, it's got stretch. I don't know if it's got, yeah, it's got stretch both ways. I really loved the print. I thought it was a really interesting print. I thought it was really fun with the oranges. Really lovely light blue background. I really loved the green leaves on there too. I'm going to use this to sew up some loungewear for myself. I'll probably end up using Tilly and the Buttons Stella joggers pattern and the Stella hoodie pattern as well, because I've sewn up a few versions of loungewear and I find that really comfortable to wear at home. If I don't want a hooded jumper, I might end up using maybe the Billy jumper, or I've got a South Bank sweater pattern by Nina Lee, or I could end up using the LB pullover Paper Theory pattern for myself as well. And then I'll probably use the Stella joggers pattern because I know I like the way that that feels and fits on me. But this is just going to be turned into like a joggers and jumper set for me to lounge around in at home. And I've got plenty of this fabric. It's quite a wide fabric as well, so I know that I'll have enough to turn it into loungewear for myself. So that's all of the fabrics from Rainbow Fabrics. Like I said, they had a massive sale on over Christmas. So whilst I was buying a couple of fabrics, a few other fabrics kind of fell into my basket and I've ended up with quite a few. Some fabrics for me, some for experiments, and then also some for Rubes and Lola as well. So on to, I think I'll go on to pound fabrics next because Ruby and Lola both chose this fabric together. And I think I got, if I look at my notes, I got 4 meters of this fabric. I thought I'd bought quite a lot of it. And again, sticking with the sort of snuggly theme, and they both want me to turn this into some kind of jumper or hoodie. So I might end up using the Tilly and the Buttons Stella hoodie because I've used that before for them both and they really like it. But they just want a really cozy like jumper that they can either wear at home or wear out of the house. I might use it to make the Arlo track jacket as well. I've used that pattern to sew up a zip up jacket for me, so I could end up using this to sew up that jacket too. We're not quite decided on what pattern I'm going to go for, but this was from Pound Fabrics and it's called Gummy Bears Polar Fleece. So it is really snuggly and cozy. I think Stitch and Ink had this fabric originally and I wanted to buy it from Stitch and Ink, but they'd sold out, so then I found it on Pound Fabrics. If they've still got any of this left, I'll link it down below for you. But yeah, I think it's a really fun sort of fleece. It's on a cream background. It's got these gummy bear prints and then these heart prints all over it as well. So I'm going to use this to turn it into some kind of snuggly jumper or top for Ruby and Lola. And then I also bought some of this quilted jersey fabric from Pound Fabrics. And I was going to use it originally to sew up some water bottle covers. I feel like it's a bit too thin for water bottle covers. So I'm probably going to use it because I think I've got about 4 meters because I was going to sew up quite a few of them over Christmas as gifts. But I think I'm going to use it for some loungewear for my husband. He's requested quite a lot of loungewear. I think it's that time of year where we want to just be cozy and snuggly at home. So it's quite a lightweight quilted jersey fabric. I'm also in the process of making a pom-pom like waistcoat / gilet type pattern, again based on an image that I saw on Pinterest. This kind of idea of make 9 with images has really inspired me to get back into sewing, because I have actually had a bit of a break in terms of sewing over the Christmas break. So I'm really excited about sewing up a few things at the moment, and I was thinking of using this fabric as the base for the waistcoat, and then the waistcoat I'm going to put wadding between the 2 layers, quilt it. I know this is already quilted, but I want to put some wadding there because otherwise it's quite flimsy fabric, and then I'm going to attach a load of pom-poms. I'll put a picture in of the image that's inspired this. So I was actually thinking of using this fabric to create the base of my waistcoat, because I wasn't sure what colour to go with as the base of the waistcoat. So this isn't going to go to waste. I'm going to use it for loungewear for my husband, and then I'm also going to use it as the base layer for my waistcoat, and then I'm going to put loads of pom-poms on, which I'm very excited about. And actually, for a massive colour explosion, I thought I could wear the waistcoat that's got pom-poms on with the sequin skirt that I'm going to use the mint sequin fabric for, and I thought that they would go really nicely together as well. So yeah, I got loads of this fabric. It's just a lightweight quilted jersey fabric. It was quite cheap from Pound Fabrics, but when it arrived, I just didn't feel like it was the right kind of weight to use for hot water bottle covers. So I'm going to change my mind and use it for loungewear instead, and the waistcoat. So on to fabric that I've been buying from Sew Me Sunshine. So I have been loving sewing the Nico dress and top pattern by, I think it's True Bias pattern. So I've sewn a version up for myself in this gorgeous green ribbed knit fabric that I actually got from Sew Me Sunshine. And then I sewed up a version for Lola in a grey ribbed knit fabric that I got from the New Craft House. I have worn mine absolutely loads. It's so comfortable to throw on. What I've been finding it's really great for is layering. So I'll put that on with some leggings or some fleece tights, so I'm nice and warm with my boots. And then I've also been putting on, like, I've got a couple of Havea jackets that are in quilted fabric. So that's been going really nicely, because the dresses that I've been making are in a plain fabric. And then I've been able to wear a lot of my jewellery just to kind of dress the outfit up and accessorise. So I've been really enjoying using some of my jewellery with some of the plain garments that I've been sort of wearing, using the Nico dress that I've been sewing up. So because I've enjoyed wearing mine so much, I went back onto the Sew Me Sunshine website because I knew they had a lot of rib knits, and I bought 2 different colourways, and these are both going to become Nico dresses. The first one is this khaki green. They're both the same type of fabric, so they're described as a brushed viscose ribbed jersey. The first one's in this gorgeous khaki green, and because they're a brushed ribbed knit, they are so soft. They feel absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to turn this into the Nico dress, and I just know that I'm going to get loads of wear out of it because I've worn my other one so much already. So that's the first one. And then the second one, I couldn't resist this colour. It's described as a lilac purple. It's coming up really bright on the screen. It is quite a bright purple, but it's not quite as shockingly bright as it's coming up. And again, this is exactly the same. So it's a brushed rib knit. It feels so soft. It's going to feel absolutely incredible to wear. So I'm very excited about turning both of those into the Nico dress, and I know that I'm going to get loads of wear out of both of those, and I have a feeling Lola's going to probably borrow those dresses as well, because she's been really enjoying raiding my wardrobe over the Christmas period and borrowing lots of like my jumpers and my dresses and my skirts and things. And then I had one more fabric that I bought from Sew Me Sunshine, and I had the idea of turning this into a Christmas Day dress. But actually, when we broke up for Christmas, we finished on the 21st of December, which was quite late actually. We finished on my husband's birthday. So the 21st was busy because I was working, but then I had celebrations with my husband. The next day I went to the ballet with Lola. We went to watch the Nutcracker, which was absolutely incredible. And then the days leading up to Christmas, I ended up being really poorly. I think I got food poisoning, so I was really sick. Then we had Christmas, and then we all got colds and coughs and sore throats and things. So we've spent quite a lot of the Christmas period poorly. So actually I didn't end up turning this beautiful fabric into a Christmas Day dress. I ended up just wearing a dress that I'd made last Christmas, which was the New Craft House everyday dress in this gorgeous black net fabric that had sparkly gold dots all over it. I'll put a picture in so you can see what I'm talking about. So I bought this sort of wine coloured, almost like burgundy stretch velvet fabric from Sumi Sunshine, and I really wanted to turn it into either the deer and doe orage dress, that beautiful dress that's got like the cutout across the bust, and a really beautiful dropped hem skirt. It's like lower at the front and goes up at the sides. It's absolutely beautiful, and I've made a couple of those and I love wearing them. Or I was going to turn it into the Sew Over It Estelle dress, which is that gorgeous fairly fitted dress, and it's got this beautiful tie at the front. I'm swayed more towards that one actually, because I've worn a couple of my Estelle dresses over Christmas and really enjoyed wearing them. I think I might get more wear out of it if I turned it into the Estelle dress, but I'm still in two minds. So if anyone's got any ideas, which one would you go for? I've got enough of the fabric. I think I got 3 meters, so I've got enough of the fabric to use either of the patterns. So do I turn it into the deer and doe orage dress, or do I turn it into the Sew Over It Estelle dress? Please let me know, because I am totally undecided. It's a beautiful fabric, absolutely gorgeous colour. I love how shimmery it is actually, and it's got a beautiful amount of stretch, feels really comfortable, and I just think it'd be a really luxurious dress. I just can't decide what pattern to turn it into, so please let me know. So the next fabric I bought was from First for Fabrics, and Lola chose this fabric. She fell in love with it. I think they shared it on Instagram and she happened to be looking over my shoulder whilst I was watching their stories. But it's this really fun, I think it's a loop back sweatshirting fabric. I've gone for the navy colourway because Lola really loved these lilac flowers all over it. I can't remember how much I got. I think I only got 1.5 meters of this fabric. I really love the way that those flowers pop. I'm just going to turn this into a really simple jumper for her. We haven't decided on the shape or the style of the jumper yet, but it's just going to be turned into a really cute little jumper for her. I think they had this in different colourways. If they've got any left, I'll link it down below for you. But yeah, really loved the navy, and then those really gorgeous, quite cute, sort of almost like daisy effect flowers in that lilac colourway. Just thought the lilac and the navy go so nicely together. Absolutely beautiful, and they match my earrings. I think the flowers look very similar to my earrings as well. So that's destined to become something for Lola. Then I have got a fabric from Hey So Sister, and I couldn't resist this. It's so fun, beautiful, bright and colourful. I got, did I write down how many meters? I got 2.5 meters of this. It's called Nerida Hansen Multi Shapes Light Cotton Poplin. I'm going to turn this into a shirt. I'm not sure what pattern yet, but I think this needs to become a really gorgeous, bright, colourful. Well, actually, I'm holding it up now, and I think maybe it needs to become a dress. Maybe I turn it into a shirt dress. I've got 2.5 meters of it. Absolutely love that bright geometric pattern. I just think it's so fun. Absolutely gorgeous fabric. I love all of those colours and the patterns. As soon as I saw it, I couldn't resist it. So I've bought 2.5 meters. It does seem like it's quite a wide fabric actually. No idea what pattern to turn it into. If anyone's got any suggestions, please let me know. It's a lightweight cotton poplin. It's not see-through, so I wouldn't need to line it. But I'm not quite sure what pattern to go for. Now I'm thinking out loud, I wonder if I need to go for a skirt. I originally thought a shirt, but actually I've got quite a lot of fabric, so now I think maybe a dress or perhaps a skirt. Completely undecided now. So if anyone's got any thoughts, please let me know in the comments below. Such a beautiful fabric, absolutely gorgeous. Then I've got some fabric that I bought for Lola. See, I said lots of these fabrics are not for me. This is the danger when my family request me to sew things for them. They then start looking for fabric, and then I end up buying lots of fabric for them. This is absolutely beautiful, and it is currently on sale. I know that Fabric Godmother have got this on sale at the moment. It's got quite a substantial discount. So it was described as Jazz Crochet Effect Knitted Wool Fleece. Lola wanted this. She spotted it. It's absolutely beautiful. I may go back and get some more if they've still got some in stock, because I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I only got 1.5 meters. I'm going to turn this into like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a jacket type cardigan, quite a relaxed fit, kind of layering piece for Lola. I think this would work really nicely as maybe the Havea jacket. I think it would work really nicely as the Havea jacket actually. Has it got stretch? I can't remember. Yeah, it has got stretch actually. I think she would really wear that. She's been really enjoying wearing the tiger print quilted Havea jacket that I made for her last year. Well, I made it for me, but she decided that she absolutely loved it, and actually she really suits it, so I've let her have that. She's been really enjoying wearing the leopard print blazer. So I used some fur fabric that I got from Sumi Sunshine ages ago to sew up a blazer, and she's been really enjoying wearing that as like a layering piece. So I think this would really add to her wardrobe as a layering piece. I could use the Sew Over It Jessie Coatigan pattern. I think that would work really nicely with this beautiful fabric. It's such a gorgeous print. She fell in love with it because it looks like crochet granny squares, and she's been absolutely loving crochet over Christmas as well. So that's destined to become something for Lola, but I may go and buy some more so I can turn it into something for me as well, because I think it's such a beautiful fabric. Then I bought some beautiful lace fabric from the New Craft House, and I wanted to join in with the Fabric Godmother peony party that was going on. I think it was at the beginning of December. Or maybe it was the middle of December. I ran out of time and I wasn't able to get this turned into the peony. But this is a black leopard print lace fabric that I got from New Craft House. Can't work out if there's a right or a wrong side. I think that's the right side. It's very sheer because it's a lace fabric, but it's got this gorgeous blue leopard print effect all over it. I think I got 3.5 meters of this fabric, so I've definitely got enough to turn it into the peony. And I wanted to turn it into the Fabric Godmother peony dress as like an overlay, and then I've got a black fitted bodycon dress that I would wear underneath, just with some black tights, and then I've got some heeled ankle boots that I thought would go really nicely. I didn't get time to sew this up for the competition that was running, but I still have plans to turn it into the peony because I think it would be an absolutely gorgeous going out dress, maybe a birthday month outfit. Who knows? Although my birthday's in June, I think I'd be too hot if I wore that with tights, unless I wore some really thin tights. I don't know, I'm thinking out loud now. So I think I got like 3.5 meters. They did send me a little extra because, as you can see, the fabric had a natural break in the lace. So New Craft House sent me a little bit more to account for that break. But it's a stunning fabric. I think they might still have this in stock. If they have, I'll link it down below. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm definitely still going to turn that into the Fabric Godmother peony dress. And I've seen so many beautiful versions over on Instagram. I just need to carve out some time for all of these sewing plans. Then the final fabric I wanted to share was the fabric that came in the So Hailey Jane box in December. I haven't even pre-washed this yet. I haven't even got it out of the box until I was filming this video. But it was a brushed cotton fabric that came in the box in this blue kind of tartan colourway. It's not a fabric that I would have bought, I'll be honest. I feel like it looks like fabric that you would use for pyjamas. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use it to sew up some pyjamas. I'm not sure what pyjama pattern I'm going to go for yet. But it's quite a lightweight cotton fabric. So I think it would be absolutely perfect for a pair of pyjamas at home. If anyone's got any suggestions, I was thinking of like a button down pair of pyjamas, like a traditional pair of pyjamas. And I think this would be perfect because it's quite lightweight fabric. So I'm after some pyjama pattern recommendations. If anybody's got any, please let me know. But it's a really lovely, almost like tartan print sort of cotton fabric, and it's really lightweight fabric too. So I need to get that pre-washed. I'm not in a hurry to turn that into pyjamas, so I'm going to put it in my stash for now whilst I decide which pattern to go for. But that was the fabric that came in the So Hailey Jane box last month, and I'm very excited about January's box, which should be arriving very soon as well. So that was all of the fabrics that I wanted to share with you today. Like I said, a bumper selection of fabrics that I've been buying over the last sort of, probably I'd say about 6 weeks that I've been buying that fabric. I got a lot of fabric from Rainbow Fabrics because they had a sale on, and quite a lot of the fabrics I've actually got plans for. And like I said, not just for me, but my family would like me to sew up lots of things for them as well. So the next thing I wanted to share was two patterns that I've been buying. So the first one is a pattern, I don't know how old this pattern is, but it's not a new pattern. But I've seen quite a few people sewing up this pullover jumper. And I thought it would be perfect for Ruby because they want a jumper that's not too fitted, quite an oversized sort of boxy fit. And I've got a few fabrics in my stash that I thought that this pattern would work for. So I've ordered the PDF and I've sent it off to be copy shop printed using the fold line because I really like the quality of their paper. And the pattern is the LB Pullover by Paper Theory Patterns. I'm not sure how long this pattern's been out for, but I know it's not a new pattern. I've just been made aware of it because quite a few people happen to have been sharing it over on Instagram, and it looks like the perfect pattern for what Ruby's been looking for, but it also just looks like a really cozy jumper. It's quite a speedy sew. It comes in sizes 6 to 28. It's described as a quick and easy jumper with full length sleeves. It's meant to be quite a boxy, relaxed fit and oversized as well. In terms of fabrics, they recommend low to medium stretch fabrics like a sweatshirting, a ponte, a knitted jersey, and it also can be made in a woven because of the wide neckband on the jumper pattern. If you've got a wide fabric that's 1.4 meters wide, you only need up to 1.2 meters of fabric. So actually you don't need a huge amount of fabric for this pattern either. So I've definitely got plans to sew up at least one version for Ruby, and Lola may decide that she wants that gorgeous floral sweatshirting fabric turned into a jumper of this style as well. We'll see. And I might end up sewing a couple of versions for myself as well because it looks like a really cozy jumper. It looks absolutely beautiful, all the versions that I've seen over on Instagram. And then the next pattern I wanted to share was the Haymarket hooded scarf pattern, beginner friendly, and this is by Hey So Sister. I've seen loads of versions of this. It's absolutely beautiful. It looks like the perfect kind of autumn winter accessory, and possibly spring actually, because our spring can be quite chilly. It's described as the Haymarket hooded scarf is the cozy and luxurious yet practical accessory that you might not have known you needed. A fun little project suitable for beginners, the seasoned sewist and everyone in between. The scarf requires only a small amount of uncomplicated machine sewing and is then levelled up with some super cute decorative blanket stitch edging, which is hand sewing, which makes for a cozy sofa craft. It's designed for mid-heavy woven or non-stretch fabrics like a boiled wool and constructed with a double layer of fabric for warmth, structure and longevity. Lovingly designed to keep you cozy year after year. So this is what the pattern looks like. So it's like a hood and then you've got this scarf bit which wraps round, and then it's finished off with a blanket stitch which you can see goes all the way around. And Hey So Sister show you how to do the blanket stitch as well. In terms of fabric, they recommend that you use a mid to heavyweight fabric that doesn't fray like a boiled wool, as the design features raw edges. A fabric with some structure works well for this design. Other options apart from a boiled wool include wool and cashmere blends, fleece fabrics, boot clay. Heavy knitted stretch fabrics may be used as long as they're not too stretchy and they have good structure and stretch recovery. So that could include heavy sweatshirting fabric like the type found in heavyweight hoodies. If your fabric frays, take a look at the adjusted construction notes that are included in the pattern. In terms of fabric, you need 160 centimetres of standard or narrow width fabric because it's based on a scarf made using two rectangles of 23 by 160 centimetres and one rectangle of around 30 to 130 centimetres. The pattern consists of hood side panels and then the hood centre panel, and then the scarf as well. There's lots of detail about how to construct the scarf and hooded sort of pattern as well. And then there's also information on how to do the blanket stitch. There's lots of top tips and lots of drawings to help you along the way as well. So I'm yet to have a go at constructing the Haymarket hooded scarf, but I've definitely got plans to have a go at making a couple. Might try and make one for each member of my family, so myself, Ruby, Lola and my husband as well. I've got lots of boiled wool that's been in my stash for years, so it sounds like the perfect pattern to get that boiled wool cut out and sewn into something that I know will be really practical and useful for us as a family and cozy. And I've seen loads of gorgeous versions on Instagram, and that blanket stitch looks like an absolutely beautiful way to finish it as well. So I'm excited about giving that pattern a try. So that was all of the fabrics and all of the patterns that I wanted to share with you today. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've been buying and hearing some of the plans. If you've got any suggestions, particularly for pyjama patterns, please let me know in the comments below. And then also that gorgeous Nerida Hanson geometric, bright, colourful cotton poplin. If you've got suggestions of what I could turn that into, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really love it if you could hit that subscribe button. I'm only a couple of 100 subscribers away from hitting the 7,000 subscriber mark, which is something that I'm really keen to hit, hopefully in the next couple of months. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really love it if you could hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.